Hey guys, welcome to Phonics. As we have talked about several times in the year, when we talk about phonics, we are talking about the letters and the sounds that they make. And this week we're going to be talking about the letter I. So everything we talk about this week will be all about this letter I. And if you notice, these words do have an I in them, don't they? Yeah. Bit, hid, kit, and pin. Now all of these words have a short I. Short I means it says I. It doesn't say its name. But if you remember when we learned about short and long vowels, we could make all of these words have a long vowel by adding a sneaky E, couldn't we? Yeah. If I put a sneaky E on all of these words, now they don't have short vowel sounds, they're going to have long vowel sounds. And if you remember, long vowels say their name, right? Yes. Now all of these words say their name. Ba-ite. You hear it say I. That's saying its name. Ha-ide, pa-ine, and ka-ite. They all say I. When a vowel says its name, that's called a long vowel. And that is what we're going to be working on this week. We're going to be talking about the long I sound in all of the different ways to make long I. Because if you remember before Thanksgiving, we talked about the long A sound and all the different ways to make A. Well, guess what? I has a lot of different ways to make that long I sound. Alright, so we're going to look at this poem. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. And while I'm reading this poem, we are looking for words that have the long I sound. So if you hear a word that says I, that's got a long I sound. So while I read the poem, we are going to try to find some of those. I spy a little fly, buzzing in the deep blue sky. He'll be gone by and by. I spy a little fly, buzzing around. I don't know why. I do not like him. I cannot lie. I spy a little fly, roaring like a tiger in the sky. Secretly, I wish he'd die, because his buzzing has made me cry. Alright, so did you notice any words that had that I sound in this poem? There's a lot of them, isn't there? Which words have that I sound? What were some of the words you found? Oh yeah, I saw those too. Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you. Whoops. They have made all the words that had that I sound, they made it red. They had a red letter in it. And if you'll notice, the letter that they made red is what's making the I sound. So none of these words really have a sneaky E, except for like. We just talked about sneaky E. Like does have a sneaky E. And tiger kind of does too. Because it has an I and a consonant and an E. That's sneaky E. But none of the rest of these words have sneaky E. They have something else making the I sound. So let's see if we can kind of sort them and figure out what's making the I sound. Like in this word, of course, it's just the I, right? Because I is all there is. So those two just have I, and they missed this one. There's another I. There's another I. Oh, they missed this one too. I cannot lie. I do not like him. I think that's all the ones that just have an I. But we have like this word here, fly. What makes the I sound in fly? Yeah, it's a Y, just like in sky and the words by and by. Oh, and there's another one, spy and fly again. And Y. Oh, there's another one, spy and fly again. There's sky. But uh-oh, I'm going to make this one pink because it's got sneaky E. Uh-oh. What about the words like lie? What does lie have? Yeah, it's got I-E. I-E can make the I sound too, and that's because it's got two vowels. When two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So that's why lie says I. Oh, and look, I missed cry down here at the bottom, didn't I? Cry would have had a Y, so we're going to make it orange. So that's 3 of the things that we've learned that can make the I sound. I'll go ahead and show you. They've sorted them out here. We've got the Y. Sometimes a word, when it has a Y, sometimes the Y can say I, like in all of these words. Sometimes it can have, this is like sneaky E. See how it has an I and then sneaky E. And then sometimes it can have I and E. Did I miss lie in the poem? I don't remember. Let's go back. Oh, look, I did. I missed die, didn't I? Whoops. We'll go ahead and make it green too. I missed it. Whoops, not orange, green. There we go. There we go. Sometimes I-E can say I. And that's because it's got the 2 vowels that go walking. So we've got Y and I-E, and we knew already about sneaky E. Here's another little poem, and it's going to be the last way that we can have I. So this one's called The Ants Go Marching. Left, right, marching onwards through the night. Left, right, marching till the morning light. Left, right, even though your boots are tight. Left, right, marching right on with all your might. So, did you hear some I words in this one? I bet if you look, you can find some. What were some words that you heard with I in this poem? Yeah, I saw those too. I'm going to go ahead and let them show you the ones that had the I sound. Yeah. What all of these words have the same thing that's making the I sound? What do they all have? Right, night, light, tight, might, right? Yeah, they all rhyme, but they also all have a IGH. IGH can also make that I sound. Right, see? When you have an I and a G and an H together in the word like that, it's going to make the I sound. So all of these have that I sound because of the IGH. And they went ahead, I'll go ahead and show you, they went ahead and put you a list of some of the words that had that IGH. So just to go back over real quick, what can make the I sound? Whoops. You can have IGH that makes the I sound. And you can also have Y, IE, and of course sneaky E. And there's one more that I'm going to show you. One more way that I thought of that wasn't in any of the poems is sometimes when you have an I, it can make the I, the long I sound, even though it has nothing else with it. For example, this word right here. Or this one right here. Or this one. Or this one. What's making the I sound in these words? Wild, kind, find, child. It's just the I, isn't it? So sometimes, just like in the word I, when we had it in that one poem, just that word I, and it said I, sometimes I can say I. It doesn't usually, but sometimes in some words it can make the I sound, like in wild, kind, find, and child. Okay? Alright, so now that we have kind of looked at all the ways to make I, I'm just going to let you guys practice reading and writing some more words that have that long I sound, and we'll talk about this some more tomorrow too, okay? Alright. right, good luck on your long I sounds.